Good morning, students. In last class we have done about the physical properties of alcohol. So now we'll start the chemical properties of alcohol. I mean the reactions of alcohols. Number one reaction with active metal. Active metal means the reactive metal like sodium, magnesium. When alcohol reacts with active metal like sodium, then it produces salt. Hydrogen will be released from alcohol and it releases hydrogen gas. To balance the reaction, I have put half there, and this is called sodium alkoxide. This is one of the ion, I mean salt. RO is minus, NO is plus. This salt is called sodium alkoxide. From this reaction, you can explain one property of alcohol. You know those compounds which can release H plus and they are acidic in nature. And since alcohol can release H plus and that means alcohols are acidic in nature. And you know the properties of acid. When acid reacts with any metal, it produces salt and it releases hydrogen gas. So that is the property of acid, and that's why alcohol is acidic in nature. Now, second reaction with Grignard reagent. Reaction with Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent formula RMgX is the general formula. So when alcohol, suppose this is the alcohol, general formula of alcohol, and this is one Grignard reagent RMgX. When alcohol reacts with Grignard reagent, then the alkyl group of Grignard reagent combines with the hydrogen of alcohol and they produce one alkane like this. When alkyl group combines with hydrogen, that is called alkane, and it produces side product. The side product is MgORX. This is called magnesium alkoxy halide. If the R group is methyl, then it is called magnesium methoxy halide, like that. So here R is present, that's why magnesium alkoxy halide. So that is the side product. So when Grignard reagent reacts with alcohol, it produces alkane. Alcohol, if you want to convert in alkane, then you can add one Grignard reagent. Then number 3 reaction with carboxylic acid. Reaction with carboxylic acid. This is one important reaction. When alcohol reacts with carboxylic acid, then this reaction is reversible and the reaction is carried out in presence of acid. H plus means acid. Then you will get a product like this, RCOOR, and side product will be water. This compound is the general formula of ester. And since ester is produced, that's why this reaction is called esterification reaction. I mean, when alcohol reacts with carboxylic acid in presence of some acid, it produces ester, and this reaction is called esterification reaction. You can do the backward reaction also. When ester reacts with water, it can produce again alcohol and carboxylic acid. That reaction is called hydrolysis of ester, I mean the backward reaction. And the forward is called esterification reaction. So this reaction also have one name, esterification reaction. Very important reaction, and the reaction is reversible. Actually, how the reaction takes place? The hydrogen of alcohol combines with the OH of carboxylic acid. It produces water and it combines R-COOR, like this ester will produce. Number 4, reaction with acid chloride. Acid chloride, do you know what? You know carboxylic acid. The carboxylic acid formula is RCOOH. This is your carboxylic acid. When carboxylic acid reacts with PCl5 or PCl3, then the OH group will be replaced by chlorine, and this is called the acid chloride. and since it is prepared from carboxylic acid, that's why this acid chloride is called acid derivatives. Acid derivative means you can prepare from carboxylic acid. That's why it is called acid chloride. So when alcohol reacts with acid chloride, suppose this is your acid chloride, then the hydrogen of alcohol combines with chlorine, it produces, this is also a reversible reaction, here also acid is required. So side product will be HCl, and the main product again you will get ester, RCOOR. So in both the reaction number 3, number 4, they give same product, ester. Now number 5 reaction, which is called dehydration of alcohol. Dehydration of alcohol reaction. You know, dehydration means removal of water. I mean, you have to remove water from alcohol. So I will take one alcohol. I have considered ethanol. You can take any alcohol. When ethanol is reacted with concentrated sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid acts as dehydrating agent. I mean, if you want to remove one water molecule from alcohol, then you can apply concentrated sulfuric acid, and that is why concentrated sulfuric acid is also called dehydrating agent. I mean, it can remove water molecule. So how the water molecule is removed from alcohol? This carbon contain the OH group. Always the OH group will be released from the carbon, and from the next carbon one hydrogen is released. This is one type of elimination reaction, and you know, in elimination reaction single bond is converted to double bond. So from this carbon OH will release, and from the next carbon one hydrogen will release, and in between the carbon you will get a double bond. So when OH is released from this carbon, hydrogen is released from this carbon, the hydrogen H plus ion combined with this OH minus ion, they produce water. I mean, water is released from the alcohol, and that is why the reaction is called dehydration. And what about the remaining part? Here from this carbon one hydrogen is released, that's why it remains CH2. From this carbon OH is released, so it will also remain as CH2, and in between them you will get double bond. I mean, you will get alkene, ethene. So when alcohol undergo dehydration, always you will get alkene. Similarly, this is one alcohol which is butane-2-ol. If you want to do dehydration of this alcohol, from this carbon OH will release, and from the next carbon hydrogen will be released. So next carbon is this side also, this side also. So you can remove hydrogen from this carbon also, you can remove hydrogen from this carbon also. So here there are two possibilities for products. If you release hydrogen from this carbon, double bond here you will get, which is but1ene, and if you release hydrogen from this carbon, then double bond you will get in this position, which is said to be but2ene. So that is why here two products you will get. One is like this, if you release hydrogen from first carbon, and one you will get like this. This is called but1ene, and this is called but2ene. But2ene is major product, you will get 80%, this one you will get only 20%, and water will be released from the compound. Why but2ene is major product? According to Saint-Jaffe rule. You know the Saint-Jaffe rule? According to Saint-Jaffe rule, those alkenes are said to be stable in which double bonded carbon contain less number of hydrogen. Here double bonded carbon contain 2 hydrogen, here double bonded carbon contain 3 hydrogen. So since it contains less number of hydrogen with double bonded carbon, so that is why but2ene is more stable according to Saint-Jaffe rule, and that is why but2ene is major product, but1ene is minor product. So when alcohol undergo dehydration, always it produce alkene. Thank you.